Couple of handballs perhaps on there that actually didn't happen, so that's a behind to the Corio side. 7-7-49 Corio, they lead North Geelong 1-2-8. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 3 minutes gone.
Elzinger plays on from fullback, gains 10 metres, then goes outside 50, looks for Fisher off his hands. Hesselwood doing the roving, and he takes it away on centre wing, right foot kick towards half forward. Kennedy comes out, takes it, draws it, tries to draw Lindsay. Can he get around? No, he can't. Handballs it over the top towards Hesselwood, misses its target. Then quickly, it was a throw, said the umpire, and they'll have to be careful here. The ball will have to come back. It's going to be a free kick to North Geelong at half forward on the outer side, and it will be Hesselwood with the free kick. Bolchevic was said to have thrown it. So now Hesselwood goes towards centre half forward. Bennett stands in the middle, takes the mark, and will try and draw players around him. Goes out wide looking for Ricky Bigham, who takes the mark. Now he goes with a chip kick to Keating at half back. He takes the grab right next to the boundary line. Walton gives him a lead. Goes in that direction with a terrible kick off the boot. Elzinger can't take the mark. Rolton tries to ride the bump from Harvey. Got it away to Dans. Just stands there for a couple of minutes. Just sizes things up. Gets it towards Dabrowski off hands. Getting back there, Keys. Scans there also. Runs into traffic. Manning. Handball to Bennett. Oh, lost it just as he could have given it away by hand to Lazarick. Manning backs him up though and gets it back just outside 50. Chips the balls to Keys. And he takes the mark in front of Russell Hearn about 35 metres out directly in front.
They're just too quick, Laurie.
Oh, look, and I think they've got a pretty good mix up on that forward line, Eric, with skill, class, a bit of strength, a bit of height, and they've got a couple of little players in there. Manning's a great little player, and you've got this guy just lining up for goals. You know, we've seen him play some good games before, and he's doing a good one again today.
Keys comes in 35 metres out directly in front and has kicked the goal. No problems with that. So his first for the afternoon, the 8th for Corio. They go to 8-6-54. They lead North Geelong 1-2-8. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
And it's really pace all over the ground, Laurie, too. Corio, the ball got to full forward there for North Geelong, but Corio just worked it. Short chip kicks, running, accepting the handball, giving the handball, and ended up with a goal.
Well, I think they're going to get better as the season goes on, Eric, and we saw it last year in the grand final. There's skill and pace as well, and I think it's going to be the same again this year. I'm just going through my head at the moment with the sides I've seen, Bannockburn, Thompson. They probably match them, and they've probably got more pace than both those sides.
So in the middle, ball goes down once again. Big pack of players there. It's a bit of a worry to me. I look into the back half for North Geelong, kicking with the wind. They got Russell Hearn playing a loose man in the half back line. So they're a man short somewhere else,
yep.
And it's probably on ball, and they can ill afford to be one short around the footy, in my view. Up in the middle once again, ball knocked down there by Savanka, comes to, it was Sanders off the left foot, and picked up there by Tajani, runs the circle. Oh, there's a Tiggy Touchwood one, and I just sense for some reason all the free kicks seem to be going to North Geelong, and I guess they're obviously there, but Dragosevic, 1, took the mark, and 2, it was a relayed free kick for a very minor bump on, in my view, after the ball was kicked. So Dragosevic now 50 metres out, moves in, not a bad left foot kick. It's going to land just right hand side of the post, so it is a behind to that North Geelong side. They go to 1-3-9. They trail Corio 8-7-55. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes gone.
Ricky Bigham kicks in, finds Rick Lazarick at half back. Goes out wide looking for Ricky O'Toole. Might not quite stay in, and it doesn't do so. It'll be a boundary throw in between wing and half forward on the western side of the ground. Hesselwood comes down to do the ruck work against Savanka. Boundary umpire throws it in. Over the back to Cornwall. Bennett in front now. Over the top of it. Wrapped up. Can't get rid of the footy. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
Good to see young Hardman playing for North Geelong. His father was Pinhead, they used to call him. One of the very prominent talls in the Geelong District footy years ago.
Yeah, fairly handy player as well.
From the ball up. Goes towards Tajani the ball, and he gets high tackle or held to. And it'll be advantage paid to the umpire. So Luke Sanders gets it towards Dragosevic, but Keating does very well. Takes the mark.
He's from a wing to back pocket. He's made the transition very nicely.
Gives it away by hand to Matty King, just sizes things up, switches play towards half-back dangerously with a terrible kick in the end, goes towards Bigham, he loses it. So he gets it back though and handballs it out towards Lindsay. Left foot kick towards Bennett, who's by himself at half forward. Scan has to make up a bit of ground. He gets around Scan easily. Handball towards Keys on 50. Lead on from Barry O'Toole. Straight down his throat. Second attempt, Barry takes the mark. And we'll line up for goal number 4 from 35 metres out.
Just thinking, Chris Fryers, I thought, tried to gain about 15 metres on the mark there.
So Barry O'Toole, who has kicked 3 goals this afternoon already.
Bit of a tough job for Chris, I think, on Barry.
And now Barry O'Toole will line up. Comes in, right foot kick. And I think he's missed it this time.
Goal umpire's going the wrong side.
It's through for 1 behind. And maybe was lucky to get that in the end. So 8-7, is it? 8-8. 8-8-56. Corio, North Geelong 1-3-9. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes played.
So Troy Elzinga now doing the kicking in as he's done most of the first quarter. Finds Daniel Gibbs at centre half back. Takes the mark, plays on quickly. He's got Ferguson on his own on centre wing. Takes the mark, runs on, draws a player. He drew the player, but handball over the top. Nobody there. Run on himself, picked it up. And now they're in trouble at half forward, North Geelong. Finally, it's picked up there by Harrington. Hooks it around the body. Mark almost to Dragosevic, but weight of numbers, Corio back there. Over the top, Ricky O'Toole picks it up, eludes his opponent very easily. One bounce, just chips it to the middle. Lazaric, well, mark not taken, but advantage paid. So Dan's, I didn't know you could pay advantage when it was a mark. But play on, the ball's at full forward now. Chris Fryers attacked the footy, that was fine, but he was tackled. Bolshevik now picks up the handball and runs into the goal square. Kicks the easiest of easy goals, and just magnificent team football there by Corio. They kicked their 9th, 9-8-62. They lead North Geelong 1-3-9. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes gone.
Yeah, what's the foot he got into Ricky O'Toole's hand there, Eric? He got into the middle, into the corridor, so to speak, and they got the ball up there, and they're going to give themselves plenty of opportunity. There's North Geelong were under a bit of pressure there, made a couple of little errors, and Corio just swoop on and make you pay.
So Rutherford was the man who got the ball out by hand and put his body on the line.
Yeah, he's okay though. The only thing back in the middle of the umpire must have paid a free kick to pay advantage, surely. That I thought it was a mark to Lazaric, to be quite candid, but it's history now. It's in the scorebook.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
So back in the middle, umpire with the football, and it's Weiss to do the ruck work against Savanka as the ball goes up now. Neither player really gets a tap down. It went to Lazaric, handball to Dans, and Dans to centre half forward. Mark finally given to Brett Fisher. The umpire took a while to blow the whistle as Paul Smith comes off the ground, which is, I suppose, hasn't had a lot to do up forward. Fisher goes wide. The lead there from Harrington, pushing the back, and against Matty King on that occasion. So on the centre wing, Harrington now on the left foot. Doesn't hit it too well, but he finds Elzinga at centre half forward. Plays on quickly. The lead's coming from full forward. Hesselwood attacks the footy. Gets it, handballs back, has put his player under a fair bit of pressure there as Matty McNamara does well. Gets the ball to Savanka. He kicks it wide. Manning, ball bounces well for him. Runs onto it. Terrible left foot kick from him. Has he found Keys? He has. Keys does well. Taps the ball past his opponent, but Brett Fisher did well there. Butted up, Scown into the middle to Russell Hearn at centre half back. On the left foot, chips it. Looks for Elzinga. And Elzinga takes the mark, runs on. Well, he's almost collared there, but he gets a handball clear. It's good work, Corio. They're putting enormous pressure on the players in the middle of the ground here. Picked up by Luke Sanders. He kicks the ball out wide. Elzinga runs onto it, supported there by Weiss. Now kicks long into the forward line. The lead has come from Hesselwood. The ball well over his head. But it's Keating again in defence. Handball to Dans. Back to Keating. He runs on. He's got Ricky O'Toole loose on half back. Takes the mark comfortably. Now looks for somebody further forward. He's only got Darren Bennett to go to, and he takes the mark well ahead there of Sanders on that occasion. So Corio did well. Hooked the ball back into the middle. It's Rick Lazaric looking into the sun. Takes the mark. Plays on quick to the handball to Cornwall. He kicked, almost a great one-handed mark to Dragosevic, but Keys does brilliant roving. Now he takes on the
great
defenders, and a magnificent chip pass has found Barry O'Toole. Very acute angle. He's only 10 metres from the goals, but he's on quite an acute angle. Will be a good goal with a bit of bruise here. But as is the custom with all the forwards currently, Laurie's gone back for the long run up.
Well, I think he's got to let go, make contact with the boot, not far from the man on the mark, and cut the wind resistance out. I think
it's a beautiful kick from Barry O'Toole. That's his fourth, and he is a real headache for the North defence in this first half. That's the Corio 10th, 10-8-68. They lead North Geelong 139. Raiders bingo. Second quarter scoreboard, 13 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, well, he certainly doesn't have to be told how to kick, does he? It was a beautiful kick. But there seems to be a pattern in their Corio play, though, Eric. They're trying to get the ball into the middle as soon as they can, as quick as they can, and feed off it and get up the ball up to the forward line as quick as they can.
Interesting this year, Johnny Bolshevik running as a ruck rover.
Yes, they've made a few changes from last year, and the guy that's playing well, I reckon, for at the moment is Keating across the back line. I think he's playing a superb game up there.
Back in the middle, Savanga gets it down. Lazarick tried to drop it at the feet of O'Toole, then he picks it up himself again, goes to the right foot wide, looking for Bennett. Can he take the mark? No, he can't, but he might be able to run onto it. Fisher does. Cullen just on the ground, runs towards the boundary line with it, and can't keep it in. It will be a boundary throw in. Half forward flank. Corio into attack, attacking the southern end.
Quarter time, Winchelsea 1 goal 3 trail, Belmont 4 goals 3, no call yet from Richmond Crescent.
So a boundary throw in, Weiss up against Walton, short boundary throw in, Weiss gets it down to Fisher, off a step, torpedo punt towards centre wing, Savanka stands his ground, takes a mark against Kennedy. The big man does well. Then he chips the footy towards Matty Cullen, but chopped off by Hardman. Close to the boundary line, can't take the mark, but then can run away. Go the left foot back towards Harrington. King from behind, got a number of players around him. King through Hearn, handball towards Bennett, missed its target. Hardman was there, did well. Left foot kick towards half forward. Brockenshire against McNamara. Play on the call, they're both hanging on to each other. McNamara had it, lost it. Needs some support over the top of it, tries to give it away to Bolchevek. He played for a free kick as well, pretty close to the boundary line. And they might be happy to see it over. They will do so now. So it'll be a boundary throw in North Geelong in attack at half forward. So, boundary throw in. From behind Savanka, Hesselwood stood in the front. Savanka did his own roving work, gives it away to O'Toole. Not much to go to, goes towards the boundary line. Got rid of the footy and then got held on to too long from Hearn, so he'll take the free kick at half back. And the ball will come back to Ricky O'Toole. Kick number what, Loz?
This quarter?
Yep.
5.
So he's only had 14 kicks. He's not getting much of the footy, Ricky. So Ricky O'Toole goes to the right boot from half back towards centre wing. Lindsay, Hearn, punched away, off hands, and out of bounds right through the interchange area on centre wing. So that's Weiss up against Walton in the ruck contest. Walton works his way to the front, neither get an effective tap. Hardman tried to bash it on with the left hand, couldn't do so effectively. Bolchevak over the top of it at centre wing. Right foot kick back towards Bennett at half forward, point of the centre square, takes the mark. Fisher stands it. Now Bennett on the left boot, long towards the leader, Barry O'Toole, who comes out, can't take the mark off hands, goes towards Dans, rides one bump, gets around, can kick the goal, the right foot kick, terrible off the boot though, and he's missed to the near side.
Always was a defender.
And through for one behind, so 2 behinds to him this afternoon, and Corio go to 10-9-69. They lead North Geelong 1-3-9, that's on the Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes played.
As John Burt comes on for his first run, replacing Toby Lindsay. So Elzinger looking for an option, decides to go down the middle of the ground. He's got Tajani there, and it's a great kick. 1 in amongst 3 and took the mark. Plays on now, goes across the ground. Got Russell Hearn, who's run from half back, takes the mark forward of centre wing. Runs almost to the 50. A long driving kick to the full forward area, but Ricky Bingham takes a mark in the very last line of defence. And now just chips it over the top of the man on the mark and has Nevada Cornwall just sitting there. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. Kick number quite a lot to Kevin Dans in the middle. Dans plays on quickly, goes to the lead there of Manning at half forward. Good battle out there, he and Ferguson, but now weight of numbers might be against Ferguson. Free kick almost to Keys, not paid. Handball from Dans again. Back to Manning. Handball over the top now to Keys. Eludes the tackle brilliantly. Gets a handball back to Manning. Handball to Burt just on the ground. Now Keys is loose. Gets the handball. Just chips it inboard, and Matty Cullen has taken the mark. Ahead there of Brett Fisher made some ground, but unfortunately not in time. So Matty Cullen, 35 metres out, almost directly in front. The opportunity to post another score for the Corio side. We've been 18 minutes into this second quarter, and as can be seen by the score, it's all Corio with Matty Cullen now with the football moving in. Left footer moves in over the footy. Nice looking kick, but I think he might have hooked it across the face of goal, and a behind to him. 1 goal, 1 it is his tally for the day. 10 goals, 10-70 is Corio's. They lead North Geelong 139. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, and we've now ticked to 19 minutes.
So it'll be Elsinger again from fullback for the Magpies. Comes towards Sam Hall. Over his head, dangerous now with Bennett. Handball towards Bolchevic, gives it away to Cullen. Matty Cullen misses. Oh, that left foot. Usually pretty good on this occasion, not, and puts it through for 1 behind, so they go to 10-11-71 Corio. They let the Magpies off the hook 139. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played.
Well, as we said at the break, they could have buried them, Laurie, really.
Yeah, well, Matty's a better kick, his disposal's a lot better than that. He had time to make him pay with that one.
Well, from the kick in, it's come to centre wing. Russell Hearn picked it up, handball over to Hardman. A kick, well, as he was kicking the footy, the umpires signified it was after the kick. So ball goes to half forward. Russell Hearn must have been questioning the decision. The umpire told him they'd already had it. So the ball at centre half forward to Tajani. Picks it up, blind turn. Long kick towards the full forward area.
There's a whistle.
There's another whistle on play. So it's going to come, because the ball had gone through the behind area, the ball comes back to Tajani, man on the mark on 50. It's Robbie Walton. So Tajani of North Geelong has the free kick. So I was watching the footy, I didn't see hit after the kick perhaps, Laurie?
I didn't see it, Eric, but I dare say it must have happened that day.
So Tajani now comes back behind the man on the mark, who's gone back quite a fair way. Umpire hadn't blown time off, so not allowed to play on.
He didn't call play on anyway, the other umpire did.
Yeah.
I think the next option's have a go at it.
So now it runs in. Well, terrible kick off the boot. It's going to land right in the last line of defence. Ricky O'Toole takes the mark in front of the pack. On the left foot, goes wide, but straight in the arms of Brett Fisher, unfortunately for Corio, and tips the ball to Adam Dragicevic, who's 20 metres out, directly in front, and has taken the mark. So an opportunity here for North Geelong. To say a goal is desperately needed is probably a gross understatement at this point in time. But Dragicevic now, man on the mark, about 30 from goal, moves in. Left footer, not a bad looking kick off the boot, but the umpire's gone across. The North Geelong players are applauding. The goal umpire says that'll do. So that's Dragicevic's first goal and North Geelong second. 2-3-15 North. They trail Corio 10-11-71. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, just up towards 22 minutes in that second quarter.
Well, they're just hanging in there, aren't they? They're trying hard, and as you said before, Eric, if Corio had kicked it more accurately, they probably could have buried him, because the only thing that's going to keep them going now is a little bit of enthusiasm, and that wears thin after half time, I think, when you're chasing a big margin, and Russ will be stirring his bikes up just to keep working away at it.
Back in the middle, came towards Hardman on centre wing, ran through the middle and got it towards Dragicevic, who did well, played on after taking the mark. I don't think he was going to be paid the mark there, but he was. But he played on and kicked it through for 1 behind.
Whistle went for some reason.
I thought they nearly could have brought it back.
So 1 behind to him. He kicked 1 goal 2. They go to 2-4-16. North Geelong. They trail Corio 10-11-71. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes played.
So Ricky Bigham, the man doing the kicking in for Corio, goes long. looking for Nevada Cornwall, but he's at the back, and Troy Elzinger in front takes the mark for North, kicks it back to the goal square. Bigham went for it one-handed. Now he's going to have to try to find Ricky O'Toole, but a good interception, man on the mark, picked up by King. Looking for the safety of the boundary, although Ricky O'Toole running onto the footy. He lovely handball over to Bennett, back to Ricky O'Toole, who kept running, and a glorious pass there to Andy Dabrowski, who's led strongly from the forward pocket. Ricky O'Toole must have run 75 metres, I reckon, then, and the reward was the ball is now at full forward. Well, Barry O'Toole, I thought might have got a hit behind the ear, but picked up there by Johnny Bolshevik, has a pot shot and has missed. 2-1 is his tally. 10-12-72 is Corio's. They lead North Geelong 2-4-16. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 23.5 minutes gone.
Scown now from fullback for the Magpies. Can go short. Oh, dangerous kick to Fry as they turn it over. Cullen gets it back towards the 10-metre square. Fisher takes the mark, gives it away to Scown. Then he chips it to Gibbs. So Gibbs now in the right back pocket. Pretty deep in defence. Got Harbin short. And he takes the mark at half-back. North Geelong's best player, I'd say.
Yes,
at the moment.
without a doubt.
Doing very nicely.
Yes.
He's been pretty tough at the footy. He's got a lot of possession. He usually uses it pretty well. I'll put the Moz on him now. He'll probably kick it out of bounds on the full. He goes with the left foot kick long towards Harrington. 4 Corio players around him. One of them's Ricky O'Toole, who pulls in the one-hander. And does it easy. Chips it to Burt. Takes the mark in the middle. So Burt now goes with the right foot kick towards half forward. Bennett from behind Ferguson. Tapped it over the back to Manning pretty intelligently. Now Manning can run onto it. Handball came back towards Lazarick. Picks it up. Gets away from one. Handball to Bolshevik off a standing start outside 50. Right foot kick might be okay in the end. It looked terrible off the boot, but Barry O'Toole made it look good. And he took the mark 25 metres out directly in front.
Half-time AFL Hawthorn 12-6 lead Richmond 8-3.
So Barry O'Toole has kicked 4 goals, won this afternoon, a chance to put goal number 5 on the board before half-time. And he'll be lining up from directly in front. Chance to put Corio's 11th on the board.
It's the old story, Laurie. When you're hot, you're hot. Like, it's a terrible kick from Bolshevik off the boot and fell basically into the arms of the man coming at the footy.
Well, that's right, Eric. I guess the one thing, of course, he was in front of his man, and if you're in front, you're going to get every opportunity.
So Barry O'Toole puts it over the goal umpire's head for goal number 5. The 11th for the Devils. They go to 11-12-78. They lead North Geelong 2-4-16. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 25.5 minutes played.
I know it's a pretty hard question. What can North Geelong do?
Look, I don't think they can do much at all, Eric. I guess after half-time, all they can do is try and man up as much as they possibly can. I'd get your good players around the ball a little bit. I see Troy Elzinger in there at the moment. There's not much point in him being on the back end all the time. He's got to take his turn. He's in there now. Russell Hearn in there as well, probably, and just take it from there.
So back in the middle, umpire about to put the ball in the air, in time on in the second quarter. Good tap down on that occasion for North Geelong. Picked up there by Sanders. Goes nowhere. Ball still in the middle. Dans can't pick it up. Picked up by Sanders. Luke once again, and there's a one-handed mark to Kane Harrington at centre half forward. Nobody on the mark, so decides to run. It's a long, raking left foot kick. It's going to just go the wrong side of the big timber behind to North. A goal would have been very handy coming to half time, but it's not to be. 2-5-17. They trail Corio 11-12-78. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 26.5 minutes gone.
Ricky Bigham from fullback for the Devils. Goes to the outer side. Nevada Cornwall gives him a lead. Can't take the mark off his hands. Elzinger right next to him. Can he keep it in? No, he can't, said the boundary umpire. And he will have a throw in. Half forward flank North Geelong into attack. We see Toby Lindsay coming back on the ground, giving Rob Walton a rest before half-time. Boundary throw in. Hesselwood taps it 20 metres forward, gives Luke Sanders a chance to run onto it. He picks it up, but then he's taken out of bounds by Rick Lazarick and also Ricky Bigham. So there'll be another boundary throw, and this time about 35, 40 metres around from the North Geelong goal. So a boundary throw in. Savanka taps it over the back towards Cornwall. Good hands, does well. Then his handball slick towards Dans. Tried to get it towards King. Got one high at half-back, and will take the free kick, Matty King. It's the switch play. Goes out looking for Matty McNamara on the opposite half-back flank. Has to go up against a couple. Then he's over the top. Ricky O'Toole next to him. Ricky Bigham in support also. Right foot kick out wide looking for Bennett. Has to stretch. Can't take the mark. Still in front though. Hearn comes at him, kick around the corner. Gibbs attacked it, did well. Barry O'Toole waited for it. Gibbs now with the right foot kick, not much to kick to. Coming at him, Brockenshire, who takes it away at centre wing. Left foot kick out of bounds on the full, is it? No, it's still in play. It's just gone out of bounds now, and it will be a throw in at half forward with North Geelong into attack.
Might be an early game. Thompson 8-7 at half-time lead. Inverleigh 1-7.
Ooh. So a big lead to the Tommy Tigers out at Inverleigh. Boundary throw in here at Shell Reserve. Savanka, big fist. Gains about 20 metres but puts it out of bounds once again. So we'll have another throw in. It's this time a bit closer to centre wing for the Devils. So Savanka and Hesselwood will do the ruck work. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Savanka in front. Gets it down to the front as well for Manning and O'Toole. Ricky O'Toole breaks free and then feeds the handball out towards Keys. Gives it to Lazarick, who is hot. And Elzinga wraps him up, but he's got peace of mind to get it away to Bennett. Then coming at him was Weiss. Getting away now was Lindsay. Got the handball away. Hardman close to it. Lazarick, handball back to Ferguson. Comes through towards Scown. And now he's at half back. He has to draw a play. Gives it away to Hearn. Runs backwards. Gives it away to Gibbs. They're still under pressure now. Scown doubles back and gets the ball. Runs through centre half back and then chips it towards Sanders. Has to make up a bit of ground. Sits for him okay. Runs past King. Through the middle. Backs himself and goes to the left foot towards centre half forward. Dragosevic up. No mark taken. Off hands at the back. Still at centre half forward for the Magpies. Pack develops. Kick. Clearing kick by McNamara. And I don't think Ricky O'Toole will be able to keep it in, will he? No, he won't. And it will be a boundary throw in at half forward for North Geelong.
Don't think McNamara saw Ricky O'Toole. I think he was going for the boundary and found it.
They tried hard in the North Geelong side, but they had to go too far around the boundary and around the ground and too many short kicks.
Well, from the throw in, it's Savanka has finally got a handball to Lazarick. Now there's a whistle off the ball, and
North Geelong.
So couldn't see what happened there. It was out of my line of vision. So it's a free kick to North Geelong. Just a chip pass, and it's gone to Harrington at well wide of centre half forward. He's kicked the ball to centre half forward. True or Fisher dropped the mark. Perhaps he should have taken. Well up in the air. The ball under a heap of players there. Not coming out. Finally, the umpire will put a whistle on play. So. It's just an odd little bit here and there off the ball, and the umpires are blowing some and not seeing some of the others, which is unusual. So at centre half forward for Corio, for North Geelong, beg your pardon, the ball tapped down wide by Savanka. Picked up there by who? Ricky O'Toole. Chips it over the top and he's found Burt. Can't take the mark. He covers quickly, but well tackled by the North Geelong players. Ferguson, handball inboard, and it's Sanders, kicks to full forward. Nobody there for North Geelong. Matty King, the easiest of easy marks. He's got McNamara running to half back. Ball, well, won't sit up for him. Finally, good shepherding allows him to get the kick. The lead by Bolshevik at centre wing and takes the mark comfortably. The lead comes from Bennett further up the ground at centre half forward. Can't take the mark, however. Comes to ground. Kick over the ground. Hardman picks it up. He's got two to beat and not quite up to that. Keys picks it up. Eludes an opponent. Kicks it towards... well, Bennett there, running the same way as the football, has taken the mark. Very late, 31 minutes into the second quarter. Siren can't be too far away as Bennett now 30 metres from goal, 45-degree angle, and an opportunity now to add to the Corio score as the siren has sounded. So it will be a kick after the siren. Darren Bennett, he also left foot has hooked it, and are behind only on the scoreboard. So at half-time, the Raiders bingo scoreboard reads Corio 11-13-79, leading North Geelong 2-5-17.
The Devils in the second term kick 5 goals 7, while North Geelong managed 1 goal 3, and it's a big lead by 62 points to the Devils at half time. Their goal kickers 5 to Barry O'Toole and singles, 2 to John Bolshevik and singles to Andrew Dabrowski, Shane Manning, John Keys and Matty Cullen, while for North Geelong their goals have come from Adam Dragosevic and Brendan Kennedy. 62 points of difference at the main break. We'll take a break, and when we come back we'll have our second half action of our matchday live coverage between Corio and North Geelong. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.